A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a move that has drawn skepticism from international observers and citizens alike, Myanmar's military junta has announced that long-anticipated elections will commence on December 28, 2025. This announcement comes at a time when the nation is engulfed in a brutal civil war, with much of the country beyond the control of the military government. The junta, having deposed the democratically elected leader Aung San Suu Kyi in 2021, has faced widespread condemnation for its actions, which include unsubstantiated claims of electoral fraud. The current political climate has left swathes of Myanmar administered by pro-democracy guerrillas and powerful ethnic armed organizations, many of whom have pledged to obstruct the elections in their regions. The Union Election Commission of Myanmar stated, the first phase of the multi-party democratic general election for each parliament will begin on Sunday, December 28, 2025, adding that dates for subsequent phases will be announced later. However, analysts predict that the elections will likely serve to reinforce the power of junta chief General Min Aung Hlaing, who currently holds multiple roles, including acting president and chief of the armed forces. The ongoing civil war has resulted in thousands of deaths, with over half of the population now living in poverty and more than 3.5 million people displaced. Despite the junta's claims that elections will help restore stability, many citizens expressed doubt about the legitimacy of the process. A resident from Rakhine State expressed skepticism, stating, "I think this election is only being held to give power to military dictators until the world ends. I don't think the election will hold any significance for the people." The junta has attempted to incentivize participation by offering cash rewards to opposition fighters willing to lay down their arms before the vote. However, many opposition lawmakers who were ousted during the coup are boycotting the elections, and a UN expert has characterized the upcoming vote as a fraud aimed at legitimizing ongoing military rule. The junta's recent introduction of laws imposing severe penalties for critics of the election has further fueled concerns about the potential for violence and unrest surrounding the polls. A woman displaced by the conflict in Mandalay expressed a desire for peace, stating, "If the country will be made more stable and peaceful because of the election, we want to participate." Yet, with Suu Kyi still imprisoned and many opposition factions divided on whether to engage in the electoral process, the future remains uncertain. The junta's recent military actions, including airstrikes and conscription efforts, have also raised alarms about the potential for increased violence in the lead-up to the elections. A census conducted last year, intended to aid in election preparations, reportedly failed to gather data from 19 million of Myanmar's 51 million citizens, highlighting the significant security challenges that may hinder the electoral process. As the country braces for the upcoming elections, the question remains, will this be a genuine attempt at democracy or merely a facade to maintain military control? That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.